Hey y'all, tonight I'm gonna make a meal that I have made many times on my channel, but the kids have been requesting it, and so I'm just gonna quickly mix up some of the meatloaf balls that I have been making for years. So what we start out with, we have 2 pounds of hamburger meat. I also have my oven preheating to 350. And now I just have, this is actually half of a large onion that I diced up. The recipe calls for like 1 cup, so I'm pretty sure that's pretty close. So we do that. Also, we need 1.5 cups of quick oats. About 1 cup, and we have a half a cup. I need a tablespoon of mustard. Just use this to get it in there. We also need 3 eggs. So I'm gonna go ahead and break my eggs and get them in there. 1, 2, there's 3. I need a half a cup of ketchup. And then we also need 1/4 cup of milk. You can use up to a half a cup if it feels like it's too dry. I'm gonna also put in a little bit of garlic powder, just kind of, I don't know how much, just guesstimate or whatever you think you'll like, plus salt and pepper, and that is also to you, however you like it. And now it's best to use your hands, so I'm gonna use the tools God gave me, y'all, and we're gonna mix up this. And I have, like I said, I've been making these for years, and they are a family favorite. For some reason, my daughter and my niece are not crazy about the meatloaf balls, but they're not real crazy about meatloaf. But my boys and my husband and me, we love them. So Adrian is very excited. These are good, like heated up. My husband will even heat them up and like kind of put them on a sandwich the next day. After I made the ones last week, those little cheddar meatball things, it made me really want these. So I think that's pretty good. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll up our meatballs. So I just kind of start out making them, and I may have to come back and make them bigger, make them smaller. It just kind of all depends, I guess, on how they look, because I want them to be pretty close to the same size. I don't want them to be too big, but I don't want them to be too small. So this is where you just have to kind of play around. And you know, if I get towards the end of this pan and I'm about out, then I'll know, okay, I can make them a little bit smaller so I can fill the pan, because this is a 9 by 11 or 9 by 13, sorry. It's a 9 by 13 inch pan, and I usually fill it full. So okay, y'all, now that I have them all made, I'm gonna put them in the oven. Okay, we're gonna bake it for about 45 minutes. And once I put these in, I'm gonna show you the topping. We're gonna make a topping that we'll put on at the end. After 45 minutes, we'll put the topping on and cook it for like another 10 minutes or so. Okay, y'all, now we're gonna go ahead and make the topping that we're gonna put on top of the meatballs, the meatloaf balls when they're done. So we're gonna need a half a cup of ketchup. Then we're gonna add a half a cup of brown sugar. Okay. And then the last thing we need is 1.5 teaspoons of mustard. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and mix this up real good. And everybody loves this sauce. It's just so good. Easy and good. So mix that up, and then I'll just cover it up, set it to the side until we're ready. Oh, which reminds me, I forgot to turn my timer on for 45 minutes, so got that going. All right. Okay, y'all, it's been 45 minutes, so we are going to go ahead and start putting our topping, our sauce, on top of the meatloaf balls. This is such good sauce. My kids love it. I love it, so can't lie. If you hear noise in the background, my son decided to bring our dog in. She's an outside dog. She's a cattle dog. And give her a bath in their bathtub. She does not like it. She swims in ponds and everything else, and she does not care for getting baths, but she needed one. So he's having fun doing that. Don't want to waste this. I'm going to make sure we put enough all over. Okay, y'all. I'm going to put it back in the oven for about 5 to 10 minutes. Basically, I'm going to leave it in there long enough for me to finish this other stuff. Okay, for the sides, I'm making some homemade mashed potatoes, which once I get these all boiled and everything, I'll show you how I make them. And then I'm just going to make these easy shells and white cheddar pastaroni side. And that's what we're doing. Okay, I thought I would show y'all how I do my potatoes. So I have about a half a stick of butter that I'm going to put in here with the potatoes. I just drained all the liquid off of them. And I'm just going to start mashing them and trying to melt the butter. The butter's been sitting out here on the counter for a little bit, so it's kind of gotten a little warm. So maybe it'll melt a little better since it's not ice cold. I didn't make a ton of potatoes because it's just me, Adrian and Peyton eating tonight. My husband's not home. My daughter is working late and she's going to a basketball game. So by the time she gets home, she'll probably eat something at the game, I'm assuming. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some heavy whipping cream. So I'm gonna add in, start out with that. And I probably could have mashed this a little bit better, but I didn't really want to keep mashing, so I don't mind some little clumps in mine. Add just a little bit more, kind of smooth it out a little more, make it a little bit not as thick. I also sometimes put sour cream in. I didn't do that today, but that's really good too. And then I may go ahead, I'm probably going to set this back over here on the burner. I have it off, but it's still warm, just to kind of warm it since I put that cold whipping cream in there. And then we're going to add some of this fresh black pepper. And then some of the pink Himalayan salt. And I think that should be real good, y'all. Okay, y'all, got it all done. Meatloaf balls. Got our mashed potatoes. We got our white cheddar shells. We're about to sit down and eat, and we will let you know what we think. Hey, Adrian, we're gonna start with you. How is the food?
It's like the greatest.
Do you love it?
What?
But I didn't change up anything. I made the regular recipe because y'all told me last time not to change it.
Is if she made gravy.
Oh, I forgot. He likes gravy on his mashed potatoes. Bubba, you probably wanted gravy too, didn't you? Or are you okay?
I just like salt on my potatoes.
Oh, okay. Well, you can put salt on it. It's right there. Okay, you're going back for more, so I'm assuming you love it.
It's the best.
I mean, this boy loves these. This is like his favorite meal. And so does Adrian. And it's National Sunday, so I had to make something that the boys like.
It's National Sunday.
You didn't do anything for me when it was National Daughter Day.
You didn't. You had. Yeah, I posted about you.
Tacos.
You didn't ask me to.
You didn't even know it was National Daughter Day.
Yeah.
Mom posted about me.
Yeah, but you didn't ask.
So it's National Sunday?
Yeah. National Sunday.
National Sunday to my Since it's National Sunday, you should buy me a Lego set. No.
I made you some food so that you can survive another
I can't
day.
build trucks out of this.
Yes, but it gives you the energy to build the trucks for the future.
No, he doesn't need any more energy.
So Kiki, how do you like it? She's not a big fan of meatloaf balls or anything.
I'd rather eat tacos or Dorito Casserole.
Oh yeah, that's something that I'm going to try to probably make in this video is Dorito Casserole, and we'll see what else I come up with.
Hi, Zoe.
Our friend watches. Hi, Zoe. We're going to call you out.
Hi, people.
Shout you out. But anyways, alrighty. Okay, Peyton, how did you like the food?
I love the macaroni and the potatoes and the meatballs.
She's not a fan of the meatballs. I
I'm
don't know.
not a fan, but they're not horrible. It's
I
just
don't know what's wrong. She just doesn't like it.
It's not my preferred meal, but it's good.
Adrian, he just got there giving the dog a bath.
I met you.
Yeah. How do you like it?
It's pretty good.
This is like one of your favorite meals, isn't it?
Yeah.
And of course,
Beefsteak rib was the best. But,
Oh, okay. We'll have to make that again.
but it's Bryce's favorite.
This was yummy, yummy. Yes. Hey y'all, welcome to tonight's What's for Dinner. I'm gonna be attempting to kind of recreate something. Here at Sonic, there is a new like wrap. It's on the $1.99 menu and it's called I'll tell you the exact name, let me pull it up. Okay, it's called a bacon ranch queso wrap, which is like a chicken strip, and it's wrapped in a soft tortilla with crisp bacon, melty cheddar cheese, creamy ranch, and creamy white queso. The only thing I don't have is white queso, so what we're gonna do is I'm using some Velveeta cheese, and I'm gonna make kind of my own queso, and I've got rotisserie chicken that I'm gonna season up, and also I'm gonna fry up some bacon, and we're gonna make quesadillas. So I'm starting out, I've got some bacon I'm about to fry, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut up some of this Velveeta. I don't want too much. This is a pound, I believe. No, it's 2 pounds. But I don't want to use the whole thing, so I'm thinking I'm going to use about 8 ounces, and we'll see how that is. 8 or 12. We'll do 12. And I'm going to add like some kind of hot sauce or salsa to it. I'm going to look and see in just a minute. And we're going to make, like I said, our own queso with yellow cheese, which I didn't do very well at cutting. So we're going to cut it in little chunks, put it in the pan or the pot. Okay, on our queso, I have, like I said, it's about 12 ounces of cheese. And then I have this that I bought at Walmart. It's heard it, I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's some salsa. It's hot flavored. And I'm going to add like a little bit of it, and I can get it open. So we're going to add a little bit of this in here. I don't want to add too much, just to kind of start with. And I'm going to turn this on really low and just kind of slowly let it warm up. I may add some milk. We'll just kind of see. Let me see if there's a little more of this. It's not really juicy like I thought it would be, but it's okay. So we will slowly start warming that up. I forgot, I was going to show y'all what I was doing. I am kind of straining it to get some more of the juice out of it to put into our cheese. I'm just going to slowly let it melt. Bacon's over here frying real good. And this is just something I threw together and I thought it would be neat to share. And if y'all haven't tried the queso wrap, bacon wrap, or whatever they're called, chicken bacon queso wrap at Sonic, you need to try it. They're so good. Okay, y'all, I have some bacon that I put here in a pan. We're gonna go ahead and cook this up, and then we'll set it to the side. But in the meantime, I'll go back over here and kind of slowly start heating up our queso dip, and I'll show you what we're gonna do to it. Okay, y'all, we got the bacon all done. I'm about to drain most of the bacon grease out of the pan, and then I'm going to put the chicken in there to start warming it up and seasoning it. Our queso is starting to get melted. We're still waiting on some pieces to melt, but we're slowly melting that. And y'all, I do not get rid of my bacon grease. If I'm able to, I always strain it, or not strain it, always drain it, or scoop it out, I guess you could say, into a container. I've got a couple little containers that I keep bacon grease in. So I'm going to leave a little bit in because I think it'd be good to put our chicken in. And I'm going to set this to the side. And to save myself some work, I bought one of these traditional pulled rotisserie seasoned chicken. So it's already cut up, already off of the bone. So we're just going to go ahead and put it in here. Go ahead and put that chicken in there. And we're just going to start warming it up. Have it on about medium. I'm just going to kind of break up some of these pieces. There's some that aren't broke up real good. And since it's already seasoned, I may not put much on it. because we got the bacon, we got the ranch that we're going to put on it, we got the cheese, so it's going to have a lot of good flavors already in it. So if it needs to be cut up some more, I will before I put it on my quesadillas. But let that kind of warm up. I just have it on like medium low. All right, y'all, we're almost ready to start assembling these. So I'm just roughly chopping, try not to make a mess, this bacon to put on there. Just gonna do kind of a rough chop. So now we have our bacon. Okay, y'all, I'm trying to get the best angle so y'all can see everything I'm doing. We're gonna start assembling our quesadillas. So I have, these are the extra large flour tortillas. We're gonna fold them in half. We're gonna do them like that. And I think what I'm gonna do first is we're gonna put some of this queso on. I'm gonna move these so I don't get it all over the package. Make sure y'all can see what I'm doing. Turn the camera where I can see. Okay. We're gonna put some of this queso, just use this, and we're just kind of spread it on the one side. Get it real good and cheesy. And then we're gonna get some of the chicken, and we're gonna put it on here. Some of these pieces, oh, they're kind of hot now. I want to kind of break up because they're kind of thick. So we're going to put that. And then we're going to put a little bit of this bacon. Just to make sure there's enough for everybody. And we're also going to take a little bit of ranch, put it over it. This one's almost empty, so I may have to open the other bottle. Yeah, I'm gonna open that one. Put a little more ranch, not too much, but a little more. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add a little more shredded cheese on top of it. So it's gonna be very cheesy. I think I could add a little more meat too, just to make sure we have enough. And now we're gonna get ready to move you over here. Okay, y'all, I have a pan over here. I hope it's big enough. We're gonna find out. And I have been letting it heat up. Oh yeah, we're gonna put that in here and start letting it kind of warm up, get melty. And it smells good, so it's doing something. Let's see how this looks on the other side. No, not quite. I'll go ahead and just flip it. Ooh, there we go. Almost ready. Try to get this end a little toasted. Oh yeah. Now we're going to go ahead and move it onto the plate, which y'all see. Ooh, look how nice that looks. And then I'm just going to use a pizza cutter. Come right through here, and we're just going to like cut it into, I was going to do 4, but I didn't cut it quite right, so we have 3. So now I'll go ahead and tell one of the kids they can come and eat it if they want. And I'll go on to the next one. I forgot to get the reaction, so Adrian is about to, actually he's about to go outside and practice shooting his bow. What did you think of tonight's supper?
It was really good. I think it'd be even better if I dipped it in ranch, but I didn't
Oh,
dip it
yeah.
in ranch just because
I didn't give him any.
I didn't have any on my plate, and I didn't want to get up and get any. So yeah, but it's really good.
Okay, and now I'm gonna ask Peyton, and y'all, this is real life. Look, I'm doing laundry. I got baskets all around her. So,
Very, very, very yummy.
really, thank you, thank you.
A lot of flavor.
Yay. Courtney.
Hey.
Yay! How did you like it?
Good.
She wanted quesadillas, so I came up with a new top.
Very
It was very easy to put together and very good, and yep. Hey y'all, tonight we're gonna make a Dorito Casserole, and I know I showed this the other day, my new digital scale from Vaunt, and I got some hamburger meat that my husband actually got from his cousin that lives in Oklahoma. He actually got it from his ex-boss that he used to work for, and so I believe this is a 2-pound package. It wasn't marked, so that's a little over a pound, and so this other one should be, because I only need a pound of meat for tonight. And that's, yeah, take a little bit of this, put with that, and then there, close enough. So y'all, I will have this link down in the description box. If I'm not mistaken, this is like $10. $10 or $11. It's very inexpensive, so I'm loving it.
Blood everywhere.
Okay y'all, now we're gonna get started on our Dorito Casserole. I have my oven preheating to 350. I have 1 onion that I diced up. And then we're gonna add 1 pound of hamburger meat, which I showed y'all a while ago. So I'm gonna put that in there, and I'll use this other pound for something else. And I'm also gonna add in some salt and pepper, and I'm gonna put in a couple cloves of garlic. I will link this recipe down below for y'all. Courtney actually requested me to make Dorito Casserole. I've made it a long time ago. I don't remember what recipe I used. I just got on Pinterest and kind of looked, and I was like, this one sounds good. I have everything that it calls for, so we just, and my meat was still a little bit frozen. And y'all, I got a car today. It's not brand new, but it's new to me. It's another Chevy Malibu, which is what I had before, but this one is newer, and it's white. I have been wanting a white vehicle ever since I had a Suburban. I used to have a white Suburban, and I loved it, and then we got rid of it and got my black Malibu that I used to have. Well, I still have it. It's in our yard with a blown up motor. But anyways, so I was doing that today. Me and my husband, I was so excited because I've been driving his truck, and it is a Chevy Duramax, which is a diesel, and it uses a lot of diesel. I do a lot of driving for my kids going back to school and activities, so we needed something better on gas, and that's why we decided to find another Malibu or another just car just to run around in. I'll have to show y'all some pictures of it in a little bit. I'll include them in here. I'll put them on the screen up here somewhere. So anyways, I just put 2 cloves actually of garlic. Oh, and it really might help if I turn this stove on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and brown this meat and cook it, let the onions get soft, and then I will come back and show you what we're gonna do next. Okay y'all, my meat is just about done, but it has a little bit of grease in it, not a lot. But I'm gonna use a paper towel instead of draining it. I actually saw my friend Julia Pacheco. If y'all don't watch her, you probably have heard of her. My friend, she hit 300,000 subscribers, y'all.
Why do you have a napkin?
This helps soak up the grease. I mean, you wouldn't want to put, if you have really thin paper towels, I would not advise doing this, but
This is Bounty.
these are pretty good. I forget what brand these are. I think they are Bounty. Anyways, if you have very thin ones, they might fall apart. But if you have a good paper towel, you just rub it across in there, and it will soak up the grease. And so I've seen her do that before. But anyways, what I was saying before Courtney interrupted me was Julia Pacheco. I remember when she first started, me and her hit 5,000 subscribers at the same time. And she just hit 300,000. I'm so proud of her, but she works so hard on her channel. She has so many great ideas. So if you want someone to get some ideas from, go check out Julia Pacheco. Okay, now y'all, I have just some Old El Paso taco seasoning that we're gonna add with 1/3 of a cup of water. So we're gonna put that in there, and 1/3 of a cup of water. Mix this up good. Sorry, and you're also gonna add 1 cup of salsa. And then we're going to, let this cook for about 5 minutes. And then we will move on to the next step. Okay, y'all, we have the meat all done up. I'm gonna pour it into a big bowl. I'm sorry, I probably have it blocked right now. But... Okay, so I have...
Yeah, guys, it happens.
I have my meat mixture, and we're going to add to it 1 cup of sour cream. And then we're also gonna add a can of cream of mushroom soup. If you don't like cream of mushroom, you could probably use cream of chicken. But I think it'll be good. I'm not a big fan of mushrooms, but I don't mind cream of mushroom because the mushrooms are so little. It's a texture thing for me that I just can't eat. I would like to be able to eat big mushrooms like everybody else does, but just, oh, I don't know. Something about it. Okay, and then we're gonna add, see, and then a cup of cheese. And right now I have this cheddar jack, and we're gonna mix this up together really well. Okay, I have a 9 by 13 inch pan. It's said to use a 2-quart baking dish or casserole dish. I think a 9 by 13 is actually a 3-quart, but it'll work. So we're gonna layer 1.5 cups of crushed Doritos. They don't have to be little, I mean, whatever size you want. So we're gonna just layer those on the bottom. Just kinda. And then we're gonna take our beef mixture and we're gonna put about half of it. I'm gonna get a better spoon. We're gonna put about half of this beef mixture over the chips. Okay, I have another 1.5 cups of crushed chips that I'm gonna put over. And then we're gonna put the rest of our meat. And I may not have evened it out exactly. There may be more than half now, I don't know. I'm not good at looking at it sometime and saying this is half or not. Oh well, it's all gonna work. It's gonna all be mixed together anyways. Okay, now we're gonna take one more 1.5 cup, or that didn't sound right. We'll take another 1.5 cup of Doritos that I crushed up and put that on there. Just kind of spread those out. And then we're also going to top it with some more cheese. And I have the Monterey, or the cheddar jack. I didn't have quite enough because we want about 1.5 cups of cheese to go on top. So I have some shredded cheese I added with it. So we're just gonna kind of. And then it says to take a piece of foil and spray it with some cooking oil, or cooking spray, whatever, non-stick cooking spray. And then cover this with that. So I'm gonna just kind of, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spray, we'll just spray, I guess to keep it gently. Okay, I sprayed it. I'm gonna flip it over and cover this up. A little bit slippery now. So, got it all covered, and we're gonna put it in our oven that I preheated to 350 degrees. So we're gonna bake it for 30 minutes covered, then we will remove the foil and bake it an additional 20 minutes. So, that's what we're gonna do, and I'll come back and it'll be all done. Okay, y'all, I uncovered it. It's been in there for 30 minutes. So you can hear my timer going off. I'm gonna go ahead and shut that. I'm actually gonna set it for about 15 minutes because my family is starving. I was so preoccupied with messing around with the car that I didn't realize the time, and then I was like, it's almost 7 o'clock and we usually eat at 6, so I'm running behind. So anyways, we're gonna hope in about 15 minutes it'll be bubbly and stuff and looking good. I'll let you know. Okay, I took it out of the oven. I ended up leaving it in there 20 minutes the last time, and I think it's done. I got some corn back there that's done, and then I have lettuce and tomatoes from last night that I'm gonna serve on the side if people want to make a salad or put it on here or whatever. Okay, y'all, I wanted to show y'all how I did mine. I just did a little salad on the side, just plain, just lettuce, tomatoes, cheese, and that's how I did mine. Hey Adrian, how do you like tonight's food? Good? Courtney,
Hello.
how are you liking the
I
food?
love it. It's really hot. Burnt my tongue, but the only thing I don't like is the corn. I don't like corn.
I gave her a little bit of corn.
But the food is really good.
My husband's outside and Bryce is outside, so when they come in, I will ask their opinion. Okay, now Bryce is in here so we can get his opinion. Is it okay?
It's absolutely disgusting.
No.
That's great.
You like it? Good. He wasn't really excited about the Dorito Casserole, so.
Please.
Oh.
It was good.